500s. Stefan Everts there, number 72. Marnicq Bervoets, number 2. We got a helmet camera there with Marnicq Bervoets. A good chance to see what it's like to go off the start gate of a 500 Grand Prix. And here we go, that's Everts. Who's going to get the all? Oh, they're banging them bars here. Bervoets is in there, Everts was in there, but I think Smets got caught up with Andrew McFarlane on that first corner. Now McFarlane, keep an eye out for him on the number 29 Chedsfield 4-stroke Yamaha, and it's McFarlane that leads. Unreal stuff. The Australians are going to go absolutely ape here. They're going to go crazy. Where is Smets? Oh, I think that's Smets down in about 4th place. Yes, indeed. But he's had a collision with McFarlane. I hope that's not damaged anything on the bike. Oh, down goes number 81 very nearly on his head there. That was Stephen Andrew. So let's have a look at that start again, and as they come into that left-hand corner, that's number 11, Willy van Vessel, the Dutchman that went down in mid-pack there in the dust. Well, it is very tight, that corner, and of course at this level of racing. Well, there he is, you saw him off of the helmet can of Marnicq Bervoets. Bervoets having to take a void in action. Well, he got through, but it is Andrew McFarlane, number 29, who leads at the moment. He's got, I think, Stefan Everts back there behind him, and Smets has definitely got a problem of some kind. So McFarlane, Everts, oh, who's this? That's Fabrizio Dini, the Yamaha rider, number 15. He's obviously been off the bike somewhere. And there it is, the back end got away on the loose stuff. You can see those stones, big handful of throttle, bike slid round. Thank you very much, I'm on the floor. Everts chasing the leader, and there's Smets in 3rd place. So we've got a real good one beginning to boil up here. Joel Smets, not used to losing at the best of times. He had to play second fiddle to Everts in Spain when he fell in the whoops. He didn't play second fiddle in the Netherlands. He just charged out and led the race. Oh, Smets goes down. Well, the Flemish Lion does indeed make mistakes occasionally. They're rare, but when he does, he makes good ones. So, Smets dropping back now, I think, to around 4th place. That looks like Johnny Lind there in front of him, the Swede. So, what can he do now? I think he's got a problem of some kind, and Everts has gone into the lead. Stefan Everts on the 72 Radson Yamaha goes into the lead, and just look, he makes it look so easy, as if he's just out for an afternoon's trial ride around the woods. Everts then leads. McFarlane relegated down to 2nd place. We're looking back for this battle for 3rd. It looks like Smets has come back up into 3rd, knocking Johnny Lind down to 4th. I'm sure Lind will have something to say about that, but Smets has a problem, I think. I'm not sure what it is, but he has some sort of problem. So there he is, confirmed in 3rd place. Maybe he's caught the gear change when he collided with McFarlane. Let's have a look at that little crash again. You saw the back wheel just got away in the loose stuff. His foot wasn't out there to support him, and down he went. As we've said before, this man very rarely makes mistakes, but when he does, they matter. Oh, and look at McFarlane. He's now got Smets closing all on and climbing all over him, and those two, well, they're banging bars once again. I thought they'd seen enough of this at the start of the race, but Smets goes up into 2nd place, will now chase down Stefan Everts, the man that leads the race. Oh, Smets has got a problem. That right hand, I think that maybe his brake, maybe his throttle, I'm not sure. Johnny Lind comes back through to take him. That pushes Smets now to 4th place. I think we're going to see him come into the mechanics working area. He's going to go down another place as well by the looks of things. And I think it was number 29 that went past him, or 28, Bernd Eckenbach. But Smets has got a problem. Bervoets has gone past him as well. I'm not sure whether it's the throttle, whether it's the brake, or what it is, but he has to keep pushing something down. So Joel Smets making unusual mistakes and paying very dearly for them. Let's have a look at it again. He's pushing that handguard away. Whether that's actually caught up with the front brake, whether it's caught up with the throttle, I'm not sure. But you can see that the mechanics are making some very quick readiness to make a repair to the bike. So with a bit of luck, we might get to see what the real problem is. But Stefan Everts now with Andrew McFarlane right back with him. So Everts taking it just a little bit too casually, and the Aussie crowd here getting right behind their man. So some rapid repairs then to the world champion's bike, Joel Smets. He gets back out on the track again, but well down the field. It won't take him long to start charging through, I can assure that. And here he comes, already about to put number 20, Damien King, down. So Smetsy boy, it's got look like number 21. That's Mats Nilsson behind that group, the Swede. but Joel Smets on a charge. But here is Stefan Everts and Andrew McFarland once again right up there with the former 125 and 250 world champion. And Stefan has to be said still, and he says it himself, still not fully race fit for this season. 2 years out of racing with injuries, and it's taken him a while to get his head back into things again. We got another scrap on here. This looks like, well, that's McFarland in second. Well, that's Johnny Lynn beginning to close in third place. So McFarland might be under a bit of pressure there, looking further down the field. Cedric Mello, Christian Byrne, Smets down in 9th place. So there he is, already beginning to push Garcia Vika out the way. Craig Anderson, the Aussie, in 11th place at the moment. So Anderson having quite an inspired ride. So as the number 14 man, Christian Byrne goes down on Smets. Smets beginning to pull a gap now on the trailing riders, but I'm wondering whether that problem will recur again. We're getting reports up from the pit crew that he's actually got a bent gear shift. Well, that's not going to slow him down, I would have thought, but he's still going and still trying. Here he is, 7th place for Smets, going past Cedric Mello. Whoa, almost off it again. Gave it a big handful, the back slid around, and Smets, well, he could, I did say he will try everything he could to get back on terms with the men in front. This is a man that doesn't know the meaning of the word defeat. Oh, out of the race goes number 24. He's got a problem. That's Shane King. After 8 laps, he's retiring. But here's the race leader, Stefan Everts. One of the nicest young men you could ever talk to in a motocross paddock. So obviously, of course, great famous father, Harry Everts, former 125 and 250 world champion. Stefan hoping to emulate the success of fellow Belgium Eric Cabours and being the second man ever to win all 3 classes. He might do it this year. If Smets keeps making mistakes, he might just do it. Number 17 there, going down the hill. That's Garcia Vika at the moment. That's the Spanish rider. And he's having quite a useful year at the moment on that telephonic movie-star machine. So here comes Smets, the Flemish Lion, number 1, looking for the next person in front to go past, hoping that he can keep the bike running. That gear change is really going to give him a problem. Up to 6th place, looking for 5th at the moment. Can he do it? We'll have to wait and see. The race isn't over yet for any of them, least of all that man. Everts, McFarland, Lind, Bervoets, Eckenbach and Smets, the top 6. Remember, we've got a helmet camera at the moment. There's Smets, he's up to 5th now, so he's not hanging around. I suppose the worst thing now that could happen to Joel is he'd get a puncture in the front wheel. Just about everything else has gone wrong for him so far, but he's keeping going. He's keeping that factory KTM boiling. There is Marnicq Bervoets with the helmet camera. You can see it just perched there on top, and that's the picture we get as he goes down the hill there into those ruts. The right-hander. He can see Johnny Lynn there in 3rd place, right in front of him. So Marnicq Bervoets, number 2 in the world, the former 250 Grand Prix rider, looking for a way to move up the standings. So Everts, 70 points he'll have if he wins here from Smets in 2nd. Then Bervoets, Lind, McFarland will move up to 5th, and Garcia Vika will be in 6th place in the championship standings after the round here in Australia. That's, of course, if everything stays as it is at the moment. Everts out there in front, cool, calm and collective. He's going to take the checkered flag. He's going to take the applause of the crowd, and he says, hey, so easy. Go and do a lap of honour and enjoy the adulation of the Aussies here in Broadford. Michele Rinaldi, the team manager, congratulates his man, and so he should. He is the darling of the crowd here. He rode so well last year at the 500. He's come back here to the triple header and has certainly brought Grand Prix motocross racing to the fore. Look at the crowd. Good on you, sport. That's the classifications. Everts, McFarland, Lind, Bervoets, Smets, Eckenbach. Great race.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my race. You know, I was leading and I fell after a couple of laps, and I was just a little nervous, and then finally got the pace going and I went back to the 1st position, and I was relaxing and I was pulling you know, a lot of seconds in 1 lap, and then at the end of the race I was just controlling and just riding safe. I'm just very worried because we had some technical problems, and I had this problem in 98, and I hope that you know, everything will be fair, and I will, you know, keep my victory today. If they will take it away, it will be a big shame for me. I've been working you know, to come back really, really hard, and I couldn't do nothing about it, that my bike had a noise problem.
So Stefan Everts takes his second Grand Prix. He leads now with 70 points. Maybe it's another World Championship.